Former MIL used too much salt in her food. Asked her to tone it down, she refused. So I hid her salt shakers the next time we ate there. I've had migraines since I was 12. After years of tracking what I ate, I figured out my biggest trigger was salt. Too much sodium, and within an hour my head splits open. When I started dating Owen, Sunday dinners at his mom's house were mandatory. Nancy didn't work and had no hobbies. Cooking was the only thing that made her feel important. The first dinner I ate there, I got a blinding headache on the drive home. The second Sunday, same thing. By the third dinner, I realized Nancy's cooking was triggering my migraines every time. Owen called Nancy and asked if she could use less salt. Nancy went quiet, then said her recipes were fine the way they were. Mom, it's literally making her sick, Owen said. Then maybe she should take better medication, Nancy replied and hung up. Cooking was the only thing Nancy had. If she changed her recipes because of me, what did that say about the last 30 years? We stopped going to Sunday dinners. After a few weeks, Nancy called Owen, her voice shaky, asking why he didn't want to see her. He told her the truth. She hung up crying. 5 months passed. Then Owen's sister Angela announced she was pregnant. Nancy insisted on throwing a family celebration dinner. Angela begged us to come. We arrived at 2 in the afternoon. Nancy was showing Angela baby clothes, talking fast, trying too hard. I went to the kitchen for water. 3 salt shakers sat on the counter next to the stove. Behind them sat a large container of Morton salt. I was tired of migraines, tired of avoiding family, tired of Nancy choosing her pride over my health. I grabbed all the shakers and the container, walked to the pantry, and shoved everything behind canned soup. Around 5, Nancy started cooking. 30 minutes later, her voice got panicked. "Where's my salt? What's wrong?" Owen's dad Rick asked. "My salt shakers. All of them are gone." Her voice cracked. She came into the living room looking like she might cry. "Did anyone move my salt shakers?" Everyone shook their heads. She went back to the kitchen and we heard her slamming drawers. Dinner time came and Nancy was barely holding it together. "This is going to taste horrible." I couldn't find any salt. We all filled our plates. I took a bite of the pot roast. It was actually good, really good. The beef flavor came through, the vegetables weren't soggy. Angela took a bite and her eyes went wide. "Mom, this is incredible," Nancy frowned. "It has no seasoning. This might be the best pot roast you've ever made," Angela's husband Jay said. Rick nodded. "She's right. This is really flavorful." Nancy sat down looking scared. "You're just being nice. I can actually taste the rosemary," I said. "And the carrots are sweet." Owen tried his and something clicked in his face. "Mom, this is better than usual." Nancy's face went pale. "It cannot be better. It has no salt. Maybe you usually use too much?" Jay suggested. The table went quiet. Angela cleared her throat. "Mom, I've always thought your food was pretty salty. I just never said anything." "Same," Rick admitted. "It's always been on the salty side." Owen looked at his mom. "Remember when I'd always drink 3 glasses of water with dinner? It wasn't because I was extra thirsty." Nancy's hands shook. "So you've all been lying to me? We didn't want to hurt your feelings," Angela said. "But this is better," Jay repeated. "It's just true." Nancy stood up fast and went to the kitchen. We heard the faucet running. Owen started to get up, but Rick grabbed his arm. We ate in silence. When Nancy came back, her eyes were red. She sat down and picked at her pot roast without eating. "Fine, you all hate my cooking. We don't hate it," Owen said. "This version is really good." As we cleared plates, Nancy spoke quietly. "I learned to cook from my mother. She always said food without enough salt is food without love. But too much salt is just too much salt," Rick said gently. "This proves you're a great cook without it." In the car, Owen asked, "Did you hide the salt?" I looked out the window. "Yes." Owen laughed sadly. "She's going to figure it out. She refused to stop making me sick. I just made her cook without it. Everyone else told her the truth." 3 days later, Nancy called Owen. She apologized, her voice thick. She said she'd been thinking and realized maybe she had been oversalting for years. She asked if we'd come to dinner the following Sunday. She sounded lonely. We did. The pot roast had less salt. I didn't get a migraine. Nancy barely spoke to me, but when Rick said it was delicious, she smiled for the first time in months. I ate the whole plate.